Me and the book here again. Doing some research, and I have a big question to ask for of Steve McLaren. Are you watching? Are you watching? What do I mean by that? Are you seeing what is happening with the Reggae Boyz player? Are you going to the games of the respective player that you're expecting to bring in? And I'm not talking about only players in England, because really and truly, that's not the only set of players we have. We have players playing other places as well. So the big question is, are you watching? Welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We're going to speak about Ronaldo Cifas. Now, out of all our Reggae Boyz, I think at this present moment, it could be possible our most informed striker. I think he's having a really good season. But the big question is, where selection is concerned, are we really picking players who are informed to maximize or to hire or probably heighten our potential of getting the best result? Or are we just going off names? As it stands, I do think a bit of name is a part of it. And what example is that? Or what criteria, never say criteria, what reason would I have to say that we're more going towards names? When you look at the starting lineup, it's the names versus who's going in where performance is concerned. When we see players who have been playing for a long while starting in our team, there's no way we should expect those players to play at a particular level if we don't see them playing for their club. Now, you know, football, that's how football goes sometimes. Sometimes they just need a few minutes under the legs to kickstart certain things. So the question again is, where selection is concerned, are we doing really the right thing? And the big question again, Steve McLaren, are you watching? Now, let's get to Ronaldo Cifas. All right, so far this season, let me read out his numbers. I may have a piece of paper. So let me read out his numbers, people. Yeah. So, in the Turkish division, second division, 13 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. So basically 5 goal contribution in 13 games. Importantly, this is the amount of minutes that he has played. A total of 664 minutes so far this season. He has gotten quite a lot more minutes so far this season. He has came off the bench quite a few times as well. But not only that, he has played 3 positions. Right wing, left wing, and most notable, at centre forward. 5 games at centre forward, 4 goals. No. Steve McLaren, are you watching? See me and Bacha dead. Steve McLaren, are you watching? 5 games, 4 goals at centre forward. Now, with Mikel Antonio being out, the most likely person to come in is Boza. But we have been trying that format where we have the big, powerful hold-up play forward leading the line for a long while. Are we getting the best result or the best performance from the team in that nature? Knowing our attack setup, a lot of runners, knowing our team play, more of a transitional football game. Does hold-up play centre forward really help us? Are we going to have to structure the team a little bit different? Or for them to play a little bit different? That's the question. Actually, every 167 minutes, every 167 minutes, he score a goal. My apologies on that. So every 166 basically. So basically for every other game he must score. He's contributing every other game. Either right wing, left wing, or centre forward. Which means he's doing well. Generally he's doing well. That's actually for the league. But in the cup competition, He played 3 games out of all the 5 games that he has played, scoring 4 goals. 3 games, scored 3 goals at centre forward. So the club decided, you know what, let's use him as centre forward. As you can see, he's really not growing at all. Technical ability is concerned, the know-how. I still do think he's a little bit raw where the finishing is concerned. But that is something that he most definitely can work on. I agree. But in the cup competition, basically 3 games, 3 goals. Basically that, 100%. That's good. 67 minutes. It takes a play one of the cup games for him to score a goal. So that's really, really good. So in total, he has a total of 7 in 16 games. He has a total of 7 goals and 1 assist. So 16, 7, 1, 8 goal contribution in 16 games. So that's 50%. So every other game he might contribute so far this season. He has been really, really good. But you don't know the competition for space is quite complex in his team. But most of when he started, I think the team is looking at as an impact sub, running at tired legs. So maybe that's one of the things, or that's one of the reasons why Steve McLaren is not necessarily starting him, using more so as an impact player. But the problem we're having now is, and this is a long-going problem, we consistently have players or attackers who are out of form. And they struggle during the games. Really, really struggle during the games. Either not playing enough minutes, they're not scoring, or generally just technically just out of form. So we need to do something on that. And I'm not speaking of Ronaldo Cifas, and I find it very, very interesting. Last campaign we had Ronaldo Cifas going to the campaign was our most informed striker attacker. Mafia come off my bench. And we're still not getting nothing from the man who wants start. So, as I said again, Steve McLaren, are you watching? Hopefully, we really hope that you are watching, but because you don't want to go. I do believe though, he tentatively at this present moment is looking to have a really, really good season. Maybe potentially making the next move. Overall, having a match rating throughout the season, having a match rating throughout the season in the region of 7.1, 7.2, and I think that's fairly good so far for this season. Basically, all of the games accumulated together, and it's a good look. It's a really, really good look. It means that he's improving consistently. Hopefully, by the end of the season, he racks up some really good numbers, because that's actually some very, very good numbers. Rack up more numbers, and then say somebody, another big club coming in. But on the aspect of the Reggae Boyz, I'm very hopeful that Steve McLaren is seeing these players, or seeing what he's doing, and also consider how best he can deploy him. Now, Mikel Antonio, likely we might not see him again anytime soon. So we're very, very hopeful that for these upcoming games, in whatever friendlies are coming up, or whatever competition are coming up, we can see some diversity in the front line, basically like different striker, whatever, a different profile of striker or whatever. But I do think that he is a player, and Ronaldo Cifas would definitely have to get a look in on the centre forward position. Change our play. Anyways, tell us what you think in the comment section. You know, I tell you know what, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not tell you the teams that score against, but that doesn't make sense. I go baffle over the names them. Baffle. And this morning I rewatched some of the highlights them for some of the games them. I mean, like, looking very, very good, looking very sharp. Anyways, tell us what you think in the comment section, people. Big up on yourself, smash that button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. We're out. God bless. Boom. And I know someone going to say, boy, I want to this man, I want to that man. Put it in the comment section, all the players them who you consider or you think should get the opportunity. But at the end of the day, remember, we have to work with who we have at hand. That's football. Big up on yourself, people. God bless. Out. Boom.